Good morning, boys. All right. I did not hear the good morning, sir, that I would have liked to have heard. And I know that you would have liked to have said because you would have preferred to have been at your school right now. Were this a normal morning? I would say, let's sing hymn, oh, that's 80, perhaps. 80 is a beautiful hymn. But we're not going to sing hymn 80 because, well, we don't have Mrs. Fertel or Mr. Reisinger on the piano, and you definitely don't want to hear me sing anything. I sound bad enough when I'm drowned out by the piano. So just listen to it with your ear, all right? Well, boys, it's difficult to be addressing you this way. Really it is, because it doesn't feel right. I want to see your happy faces in front of me, all right? One of the things I love about spring break, having seen boys come back from it for so long, is some of you actually grow in a 2-week span. There's a boy that will come back and he's actually a little taller than when he left. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. But you're not back today. You're not back in the flesh, which is where you should be, and of course there's a compelling reason for that. Let's start with the serious. There's a very serious problem happening in the world right now. You all know what it is. And I spoke with a good 80, perhaps 90 of you yesterday, and I apologize for those of you who didn't get the right link. I'm still working things out. And the happy news is that I didn't find a single boy who related tales of sickness either for himself or within his family or in any of his relatives, right? And that's a wonderful thing. But the bad news is that, of course, many, many people are very sick right now. Some people have died, others will die. And that's a grave thing. So we're not in school today because we are being part of trying to keep down this problem. And so we can all do our part. It's a small part, but it's an important part by continuing to practice what is called social distancing, another word for keeping away, and hand washing. So we will continue to do those things. Let's move on to something a bit lighter, all right? We had some birthdays over the holiday. 7 of you celebrated birthdays, and I hope they were jolly. And one of you is celebrating a birthday right now. He's quite far away, but he's going to celebrate anyhow. So happy birthday to 5th grader Emerson Murdoch. Yay! Now it's the last day of March, right? And if this were a normal time, tomorrow you'd be coming in, and of course, what is the 1st of April famous for? April Fools. A contest. Ready for a contest, boys? If you can think of an excellent prank that hits the right balance between funny and silly and haha, and is not malevolent or nasty or violent, if you can think of that sort of prank, the sort of prank you'd want to pull on me, the sort of prank you might want to pull on one of your classmates, or, heaven forbid, Mr. Johnson, all right? Write it down and email it to me sometime before tonight at, say, 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. The boy whose April Fool's Day prank is the best will receive a small, meaningless prize. Okay? All right, I'm going to wrap up, boys, because I'm tiresome and you've heard enough of me. But last thing to say. This is going to be an unusual term. I hope we come back to real school all together soon, but we don't know when that's going to be. The hope is April 20th. That seems most unlikely. All right, maybe May. But it's going to be different. And please know that your teachers have worked very hard to try to make something resembling a good school day for you. And they're learning as they go along. All right? This is not how St. Bernard's usually operates. This is not how you usually operate. So please be patient with us. Right? We'll be patient with you. And together, we are going to have a splendid term. All right, boys? All right. Soon, first class.